Hey guys, so a new arrival. This is the DreamBlaster X2GS. It's a wavetable daughter board, and it fits the Wave Blaster header here that's present on a lot of DOS era sound cards to give your system a real MIDI boost. The board itself is loaded with high quality instrument samples, which it'll use for MIDI playback. And one of the unique selling points specifically of this versus some of the other cards out there is that this has an officially licensed Roland GS sound bank, which should sound very authentic versus some of the Roland synths available back in the 90s. Perhaps like the SC55 or the SC88. It also has an updatable sound bank, so you can connect via USB, the USB on the top here, and upload your own samples for MIDI playback. I'm going to fit it onto the PC so it fits like this. Make sure I don't bend any of these pins. And that's it. Once it's fitted, you just configure the sound card to use MPU 401, and then the sound should come out via the regular audio jack. I'm going to connect it all up now. Let's have a listen. Okay, so we're hooked up. First, a quick new versus old comparison. Windows 98 has this nifty multimedia properties in the control panel. And in the MIDI tab here, you can switch MIDI output. So I'm going to switch to the traditional FM synth and we'll play some MIDI. So let's find some C, Windows, Media. We'll play the classic Canyon.mid. Okay, it's a nice jingle. It's how we remember it though, right? So let's go back to the control panel, back to multimedia. And this time we'll switch the MIDI output to MPU 401 to test the X2GS. So let's go back to media, let's play that MIDI file again. Okay, so that sounds really good. It sounds I'm really impressed by that. Let's close this down and let's switch back to DOS and test some games. Okay, so we're in DOS. I've got a few games on here. Let's start with the Duke. that sounds amazing. So let's go back. What are we going to try next? Okay, so next up we have to try Doom. So I've heard the Roland sound canvas, the Roland SC55 Doom soundtrack a few times, and I think that sounds pretty close. I think that sounds pretty authentic. I'm impressed by that. Next up, let's take a look. Let's try Warcraft 2. I like it. So lastly, let's try Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's not covered much, but the DOS conversion, or I think the DOS conversion, is actually really good. I think it's authentic to the arcade and it has some nice MIDI tunes. It's nice to hear those MIDI conversions. So let's give it a run and let's see how they sound on the X2GS.
Round one, fight!
Okay, so some closing thoughts. Overall, I'm really impressed with the X2GS. To my ear, at least, it sounds very close to the original Roland Sound Canvas audio, which means great audio for your DOS games. I can't wait to try it out with some of the custom sound banks and play with this a bit more. Thanks very much for watching. I'll leave you with a few more games.